You'll notice that we have actually two electrical panels, and they're marked here. One of them is for the main house needs, where all these wires are. The other was for the geothermal systems. I get a better rate on my electricity from the electric company on the geothermal, which covers the heating, the air conditioning, and the hot water. It's about half the cost of what we spend for kilowatt hours on one side to the other. So I have two different meters to monitor that. This is the inverter, which converts the power from the solar panels into power that we can use in the house or sell back to the electric company, as I told you earlier. Now, if we look right now at the panel here, it's actually generating about 700 watts, which is a little over about 40% of its capacity. But as you saw outside, it's kind of a gray, gloomy day. But that's working all the time as long as the sun is out. And that works in conjunction with the other panels and supplements our electric needs. You'll notice we've got two hot water tanks here, hot water heaters. One of them has electric to it. That's the second tank. The first one does not. It does not have any electricity whatsoever. But you notice these two red pipes. These work in conjunction with the geothermal heating cooling system that we looked at over here. There's a compressor that runs in there and compresses Freon during normal operation of cooling or heating modes. And when it does that, it's creating heat. We're running these two plastic pipes through a heat exchanger in there, or these are connected to the heat exchanger rather, and that's providing about 85% of our hot water needs as long as the unit is operating either cooling or the heating mode. So the hot water is getting preheated in this first tank where we have no electricity. It goes from there to the second tank, and we're getting most of our hot water as a byproduct or a benefit of the geothermal heating and cooling system. Now all of these tubes over here you'll see are actually part of the in-floor radiant system. We do have radiant heat in the lower level floor, in our garage floor, as well as the master bathroom floor that we talked about upstairs. And this is the unit that powers that. And if I go back up just a minute here, you can see this is also a geothermal system separate from the other one, and that provides the heat for the radiant heat. Now if you look up above here, this is the heat recovery ventilator that I talked about upstairs, where we had the vents in the bathroom, and there's another one in the kitchen. So all that stale air comes through the ductwork, goes through this unit. I'll open it up so you can see it. And it goes one direction through this heat exchanger core, and then the other fresh air coming in from outside goes this direction through the heat exchanger core, and that's where the transfer of heat occurs as the air is transferring from inside to outside the house. It runs all the time on either low speed. It will kick itself up to high speed if you have too much humidity in the home. But it's got two filters in it for filtration, but that really works well and again eliminates the need for any bathroom fans. Also, as part of our green efforts, we've put in a central vacuum system, and the whole idea here is to minimize dust and particles in the house. So we use this for keeping the dust under control, and it also vents to the outside so we don't have all that floating around inside when we're doing our vacuuming. But that's a good thing in terms of healthy air. One other thing in this room, if you'll notice down here, this is not too exciting, but it's the sump pump crock. And it's a sealed unit, so you don't have children falling in there from a safety standpoint. It also has this pipe, which is a radon vent. It's vented to the outside, so if there ever was any radon underneath the floor, it would vent through this pipe to outside. So just one more little feature to help make the house a little bit more green. It's been nice to be able to talk a little bit about the home we've built. We're very proud of it, as you can imagine. And if you happen to be in the area here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, please give us a holler if you'd like to see it, or if we could certainly be of help to you in any way. As you can see from the sign here, we do all types of construction work. We do love to do the timber frames, as I said earlier, but we also build traditional custom homes using a lot of the methods and materials that we've talked about today. And we do all types of remodeling and renovation as well, whether it be adding a deck to your house, or building a pole barn, or adding an addition on the house, or remodeling your kitchen or bathroom. And everything we do, regardless of what type of project it is done with green and energy efficiency in mind. Throughout, that's just what we do. We eat, sleep, and drink it, and again, been doing that for 12 years. Everything is done with quality craftsmanship. I tell my customers, we build everything like it's a project for me or for us. It's done that way, or we don't do it at all, and we certainly guarantee everyone's satisfaction. So I really appreciate the chance to talk to you about what we've done, and if you have any more questions, or can we be of service to you in any way? And the other thing we do is energy audits and energy updates on homes too. So give us a call. I'm going to have the website and the phone number, and for you that want to just remember, it's simply www.firesitehomeconstruction.com. Very simple. www.firesitehomeconstruction.com. So give us a call, drop us an email, anything we can do to be of help. Be sure happy to, and All the best to you. Thanks.